Hello everyone. Today we look at experiment number 3 in your Python lab. In lab 3 we look at strings, list and data structure. As we start with a program that asks from the user enter a number, then take the square of that number, and at the end tell the user that loop is finished. We have to move to this notebook here, Jupyter notebook. So look here, this is the one. What I did, I start with lab 3 and I write a for loop that start from I in range of 3, means that this iteration is done 3 times. So first of all, I take the variable name as num and make it integer, because I have to do mathematical manipulation. So I use input, because input normally take the string, so that's why I have to convert the data type as integer, so I use int here. Now this command will within the loop, because there's a space after for, so this is part of loop, and it takes the number from the user. After that it prints the square of that, and then if loop is ended, it will show. So if I run this bit, so it asks me the number, so I put 6, then it is 36, again 7 is 49, 9 is 81. So this is the first part of example code that you have to done in this lab. Now if I move to next one is related to string. So what we have to do, we again use a loop, but here the loop is start with variable I and have range of 40. So this means that it will repeat 40 times. So what we have to do, we have to repeat the string horizontally. So what the string we have to repeat is gm. So if I print it and I use end at end of the string is equal to, I put the space, so it will put space and then put again the next 40 times. So if I run it, so it look here, this is gm. So now the next example in our lab 3 is that we have to write a program to make a quiz. Okay, so what is quiz? In this example, what we do, we define a variable name num underscore right and put it 0. The question one that we ask in the quiz is that what is the capital of Qatar? So this is our question. Now again I put space here and space. You can also put space here as well if you do not want to use keyword and equal. Okay, so again we take the input from the user, and then what we do here, we do a very interesting thing here is that we put guess dot lower. So means that we convert the, because user can input lowercase or uppercase, anyone. So what we do here, we use the command of the string that is available, that is dot lower, so it will convert the any alphabet into lower. So if it is equal to dua, it is correct, otherwise correct, then you update that how much time you give the correct answer, else this answer is wrong. So let's try this. So if I try Doha, let's see, correct, so answer is correct. Okay, so if I again run it, if I say Doha with small letter, again it says correct. Now if I again run it, and if I say some other, it will go to the else condition and say that you are wrong. Now again string operation is very important. Is another one is shown in this example in your lab, that if I take an input as a string, and if I check that first element is a letter or a string, so how I can check it, I use the string variable and put the 0, because this is the first location, and dot, that is alpha, that the first letter is first letter of the string is actually a alphanumeric or what type of. So if it is from letter, then if we say that is alpha, So if it returns in boolean that it is either false or true. So if it's true, it will print that your string start with letter, otherwise false, so it prints that this is not a letter. So let's check this thing. If I put something like this, it because the first letter is a numeric, so it gave me answer that your string contains a non-letter. Okay, now we move to next bit of the lab is that if you have a name and you want to write a name in a way that every time you start with the letter it repeats and then add a new one and so on. So what I did, I make a loop here. This is a really funny way of writing your name. So what I did, I asked the input from the user in terms of name and then print it. So let's see. For example, my name is Bilal, so I put like this and enter. So look here, you first put B, then BI, then BIL, then at the end the complete letter. So this is done using this loop. Now if I move to next example, so example is write a program that generate a list of 50 random numbers between 1 and 100. So normally we use in data science random numbers. So how you generate list of random numbers? So there are different ways. So one way is that we can use the function that is available to us, is known as append function. So first of all we have to import the library. So what we did here, we said that it is from import random import rand int. Okay, so after that L, and then we say L dot append rand int 1 to 100, because rand int means that it will generate the random integers, and at the end it will give us the list. So this algo will run like this. Look here, we have 50 number of this. Now the next algo is about again about list, and here we are interested in item of the list, so that it is either less than 50 or greater than 50. So what we did here, we start with count and we say the item in L. So these are the items. If item is greater than 50, we say count 1, otherwise less. So let's see to run this. So look here, there are 26 items in here. For example, this is the one, this is the one, that one, that one. So if we count the greater than 50, it becomes 26. So this is all about the basic idea about your lab. Now you have two questions to be done, and there that are really interesting one that you have to complete and submit it. So the one is that first one is that write a program that asks the user to enter some text and then counts how many articles are in the text. Okay, so this is the one. Article means that a, an and the you have to count in a word. So similarly, the next question is write a program that asks the user for a string and create a new string that doubles each character. For example, if I say hello, so what he did, he double the H here, double the E, double L, again double L, again O. So this is the program. Next, third one is that write a program that asks the user to enter a string S and then convert S into lowercase. That you easily use S dot lowercase to do that. And again last one, write a program that asks the user to enter a list of integers, do the following. So you have to perform these operations. So this is the exercise part you have to complete in this lab. So this is all from my side about this lab. Thank you.